I guess we can start. Hi, everybody, once again, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to have a Q&A section with Dan, the author of the course, and you are very welcome to ask him any questions regarding the course, regarding the, BDR's area, and anything related to that. Before we start, let me drop some useful links at our chat, so you could actually have them at shorthand. And then I guess we're going to start with the program then, or we're going to let our, guests, let them introduce themselves. So what do you think?
Actually, I think that this time, by the way, as far as I can tell, the vast majority of the people that we have today on the call, they've been here like a week ago, right? So it's not like the new group.
It's kind of mixed, but yeah, the majority is,
Okay, by the way, you can write us in the chat. Have you been here like a week ago, or is it your first time visiting our webinar? Because frankly speaking, I have like something to share today, so maybe we'll postpone the questions until the end, because actually I have some slides that I wanted to share. If you remember, a week ago I promised to prep some content, so maybe we can start there.
All right, then I would probably suggest so that we could actually meet our, guests.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, no problem.
So once again, everyone, please let us know yourselves, and could you please, kind of give us a very quick presentation answering the questions like, where are you from, what kind of jobs do you have, and what is your actual interest? This webinar.
Yeah, I'll set the stage once again. I think I repeat it on every call that we're doing. So we're doing this like weekly thing. It's not like a webinar, quote unquote. It's like a Q&A call where we just get to know each other, because we're launching this course. We're launching it, I think it's less than a month, as far as I can tell. I'm not good with the dates, but also we totally understand that it's we have like a lot of experience in other countries, but in Latin America, it's kind of our first launch, and we totally get that there is a lot of scam in Argentina, in Brazil, and Mexico, the countries that we are currently targeting. And we totally get that the main thing here is like trust. Okay, so you need to trust the person who you are doing business with. So I'm totally okay with investing time every week in getting to know you better, to learn your stories, where you're coming from, whether or not you have some sales experience. So let's talk for a while, and then I'll share some slides that I've prepared. And then if there will be any questions about the program, I will be happy to answer them. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks. So I've put together like a short presentation for you all. In order to get a better grasp of what is the, can you see it?
Yep, we can.
Okay. So I put together a small presentation in order for you to get like a grasp of what's the BDR profession. I'll share with you some examples of companies that you can work for. I'll tell you a bit about this opportunity, what the salaries are, and what is the skill set for a successful BDR. So let's begin. Just a few words about me. The best, and by the way, speaking about LinkedIn, if you are not on LinkedIn right now, if you are not active on LinkedIn, you don't. It's just mandatory. You need to be there. You need to register. You need to be active. You need to be growing your network, because yeah, there are a lot of people on Facebook and TikTok, but all the money are made on LinkedIn. Every day, hundreds of $1,000,000 are being made there. There are deals. You can reach out to people from Microsoft, from Google, to all the top executives. And if you don't use LinkedIn, if you don't know how to use it, you're missing out like this tremendous opportunity. So I will urge you, first of all, to add me to your connection, to subscribe to my post. I'm posting a couple of times a couple of times per week about business development, about sales, about marketing. And I would also urge you to start growing your network, because whether you join our program or not, you'll need this. So that's my first like bullet point, action point for today. And you can Google me. I'm Dan. I'm the leader of the seminar, and I've been doing this business development training since 2008. I would say so. It's like actually, it's 15 years in this. There was like kind of a jubilee, yeah. So I'm doing this for 15 years, and I've been working with like dozens of big software companies. I worked with Kaspersky Lab, I worked with Google, I worked with Microsoft, and I trained their salespeople. And I also, as you can see, I'm a father, and I also play football. I'm a goalkeeper, and actually you can see that I'm still active. So I always have a lot of metaphors about a lot of stories about football. Now you understand why, because I'm still playing, and I believe for the audience from South America, it's like a plus. Okay, so let's begin. What is a SaaS? Yeah, because you've seen this landing page. You've seen likely there is a seminar, there is a program, or you can become a BDR in a SaaS company. What's SaaS? SaaS is software as a service. Okay, so it's the company that makes software, yeah, and it sells it to customers on a subscription base. Maybe you are subscribed, for example, to Microsoft Office, and it's, I don't know, it's like $5, $6, $7 dollars per month. Maybe you're paying for Google services. Maybe you're paying for Apple, or you have something else in your stack. It's all SaaS. But where the real money is being made in the SaaS business is the enterprise sale. For example, you as a solo customer, you pay Microsoft, I don't know, $5 or $6 per month. But if like big company buys several hundreds or several thousands of licenses, you can count. Even if there is a discount, okay, it's $5. Roman, can you please take care of the sound? I believe that somebody is unmuted. Even if there is a discount, let's say it's 1,000, it's like 5 times 1,000, it's $5,000 per month, which means like $60,000 per year, which is a serious money. And if we're talking companies like Asana, if we're talking about companies like Miro, if we're talking companies like Salesforce, their top customers are paying them millions of dollars per year. And of course, there is a process that helps these companies to generate those kind of business. And here's how it works in a nutshell. So there is a book that you all should read if you want to make career in tech sales. It's called The Predictable Revenue, and it's written by one. He's not technically a co-founder, but he was one of the first employees of Salesforce, and Salesforce right now is the biggest SaaS company in the world. You all have heard about it, of course, and I believe it has strong positions in South America. So this book kind of laid the foundation for all the tech sales in the world, and here is the scheme how it works. So first, there is a request from the website, yeah. Then it's been moved to another person who makes the call and closes the deal. I believe you've been in the buyer's shoes, or maybe you have some sales experience. You're filling the form, yeah, and then you're getting transferred to a person, and then person tries to sell you something. Okay, this is called the inbound flow. Okay, when the buyer comes to you. But the thing is that vast majority of the money, and especially if we're talking like these big deals, nobody's coming to your website. You are coming to them. So there are these people called outbound reps or BDRs or SDRs. You can call them whatever you want. The main purpose is to write, call, to ping on LinkedIn to the companies that may become customers and generate meetings. Okay, so that's the whole point. Oh, sorry, I believe there's something with the sound. So their whole point is generating meetings, and that's in the nutshell, it's what BDR does. Okay, so you have this what's called an ICP, yeah, ideal client profile. There is like this set of parameters that your potential customer should meet. I'll show you some examples later in this presentation, and you should write to those kind of companies and generate meetings. So you should write them something interesting, something intriguing, something that's valuable, and this will provoke interest, and the potential client will say, oh yeah, okay, I think we should have a talk about it. And then this call will be handled by the account executive. It's not a BDR, so you're like selling this person to your colleague who closes the deal. And the thing is that a lot of people think that this is like a very low grade, low level job that's not respectable, but it's not true in the tech world, because these outbound reps, these SDRs, they are like the pillars of all the business. So they are crucial for the success of a SaaS company, and these kind of people are being compensated very good. So let's get to the numbers. I think I'll better just share the screen, not the presentation. I'll just want to browse for the website. So let's do this. Wait a sec. I think, yeah, okay. New share. New share. Okay. Guys, can you see me?
Oh, yes. I think we
Okay,
can.
so this is the site called repu.com. I keep telling you about it like all the time. So it's like a database of all the SaaS companies, both in Europe and US, and it aggregates the data about the salaries. So you can see how much money makes like a BDR and in the company that you're interested in. So let's check. As for now, for the US market, we see that the median base salary, and by base salary, so yeah, what I want, I'll finish the thought. A lot of people think that those kind of, quote unquote, appointment setters, they are getting paid only on performance, which is not true in the tech world. These people have like salaries, and the salaries are, as you can see, very good. So base salary is your fix, is your guaranteed payment. And if you hit the quota, the number like base salary plus your bonus is called the OTE, or on target earnings. So you can see that the median base salary is $55,000 and the median on target earning is $80,000. And top performer BDRs can get up to $124,000. But also there is this thing called quota attainment, which means that, for example, you have BDRs, you have 10 BDRs in your company, and the 54% quota attainment means that like roughly 5 of them make the quota and 5 of them don't make the quota. Okay, so you can go to repu.com and you can let's see who makes. What company has the most base salary for a BDR? Monday.com. Oh, interesting. Monday.com. I believe you've all seen the advertising. Yet Monday.com, it's like this project management thing, and median OTE is $100,000. Top performer is okay. Amazon Web Services, Paycom, Uber for Business. So you see all these companies. You can choose whatever you want to, and you can understand whether or not the compensation level in the company is interesting for you. But I think it's also worth mentioning the career path, because nobody is staying in the BDR shoes like for long. You'll have the career development and the path to the and the career path for the BDR is through the account executive position. So if BDR is the person who like generates the meeting, okay, so I'm your potential customer, and your task is to write me like an email or write me the LinkedIn and like interest me, tempt me with your offer. So, oh, Dan, hi, where this, I'll show you some examples later, where this AI-based legal software that helps corporate lawyers to create the all the docs like 10 times faster, okay, based on ChatGPT and all this stuff. I'm interested. For example, it's very simple. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm interested. It may be beneficial for me and for my company. And I'm like the head of the legal department, for example. And then if you book the meeting, then you transfer, quote unquote, transfer me to your colleague, to the account executive who actually closes the deal. Okay. So let's see how much money an account executive makes. Okay. Once again, it's review.com. It's not BDR.academy. Yes, so we didn't make up this. We didn't make up these numbers. It's all public domain, and you can check them for yourself. Let's see account enterprise. Okay, let's check account executive and then enterprise account executive, because it's the person who makes the most money, I believe. So account executive is quote unquote the closer, okay, the people who the person who closes the deal. And when you're like young in the company, so if you're working for like, I don't know, maybe up to a year, you don't know a lot about the product, but you still know enough to generate meetings. But if you research the product that you're selling, if you become an expert, you can be like upgraded, promoted to an account executive. And there, as we can see, the money part is even more interesting. So we have a median base salary of $90,000, median target earnings of 170, and top performance earning potential for 45. Okay, let's switch to an enterprise account executive. What is an enterprise account executive? As a BDR, who is just starting out, I almost guarantee that you will be asked to work with like small businesses, for example. So you will generate meetings. Let's say you're selling to legal departments, and we have this product. Okay, I'll share you just to put a picture on my. Okay, here's the company name DraftMe, for example. I know them. Very well. They're one of my students, and they help corporate lawyers to generate the docs faster with the help of AI. Okay, and they target small companies. For example, like you are a retail chain, okay, and you have only 2 or 3 lawyers, okay, and then the contract value will be a couple $1,000 per year, not much, but they can also target some Tesco, for example, okay, like big retail chain, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lawyers, and the average contract can be like hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. And as a young BDR, you'll be asked to work only with the small clients. But if you progress, yeah, if you become more and more knowledgeable about the product, you can be assigned to bigger accounts, and we can see that enterprise account executive is the person who works with the biggest customers, with Teslas, with Apples, with Microsofts, with BMWs, you name it. Okay, so these people can make, and it's not a joke. Yeah, so let's how much money can a top performer make? We see that in Apex systems, for example, a top performer, of course, it's, you need to pay taxes from this, amount, but it's still, even if it's like 40%, it's almost $1 million. Actually, it's more than $1 million, even if it's California and if it's 40%. Okay, it's not an executive. He's not like a chief executive officer, and you don't need to make like this 10, 15, 20 years career. It's a sales guy. Yeah, you all remember like this movie about Wolf of Wall Street, where like typical sales guys, and they were just making this crazy amounts of money. Or maybe you've seen the TV show Billions, where these traders, they were making millions, and they were not even executives. They were just guys sitting near the tables. And of course, I'm not promising you that you will make such amount of money, but my goal here is to show you the career path. And as a BDR, with little experience, you will start with a once again sales development representative. It's median base salary, but if you're attentive on our landing page, we guarantee that it will be at least $2,000 per month, which is $24,000, just in case. Okay, because of course there are companies that are paying less, but $55,000 is like a median salary. And just a quiz for you all, even if it's not 55, even if it's, let's say, 35 or $40,000. For whom of you it will be like a big improvement over the salary that you're already making? Will it be more than you're making now, or will it be less? Just write in the comment section. I'm really interested because, in US, it's a very basic salary. And as far as I can tell, in South America, it's very different. But the cost of living is different also. And this is the greatest things about the tech sales. So you can live in whatever country you want, but you can earn in US. And it's really, that's wonderful, because I have this friend of mine. She lived for a couple of months in Buenos Aires, and then she moved to California. She's like this digital nomad, and she told me that then, after Argentina, California is just crazy expensive. Everything is like 5 times more expensive there than it was in Argentina. But but you can live in Argentina, you can live in Brazil, and you can work for an American company. Because, for example, $55,000 per year in California is just nothing, because the cost of housing is so big that you won't be able to afford anything with this kind of salary. But if you're living like in another country, this can be an interesting career opportunity. So we covered the outreach process. Okay, so what's it? Oh, it's the site that I love. I think it's numbeo.com, and this is the cost of living. Calculator for different countries, so you can compare Buenos Aires to San Francisco, and I think it's really nice. I believe I first learned about this concept from Tim Ferriss, also the book that I would highly recommend you to read. It's called The 4-Hour Work Week. Of course, the thing about the 4-hour work week is total lie, because Tim doesn't work for 4 hours per week. But there is this thing called arbitrage, because the main theme of the book is Tim making money in California and traveling around the world, because and he was learning tango in Argentina. He was learning jiu-jitsu in Brazil, and while he was doing all these wonderful things, he was making money in US, and his cost of living was really, 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 really small compared to the money he used to spend in LA. And this is called arbitrage, and this is what we're talking about here. When working for a tech company, you can live wherever you want to, but you can earn in US, and this is great as far as I'm concerned. So what I also want to cover is a skill set of a well-paid BDR, because for now it seems like, oh, okay, so I get this great base salary, then I get paid in US dollars, okay, and I can spend in pesos and whatever you want to. So what's the catch? Why is not everybody doing this? seems like not hard. Okay, I'm not like a medical professional. Okay, so I'm not doing this surgeries. It's looks not hard. Unfortunately, you are wrong, because the profession of BDR is a really hard one. Otherwise, everybody will be in the tech sales. But unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people there. And what I want to show you, I think I shared the story like last week, but I didn't have the visuals. But now I have the visuals to demonstrate like the skill set of a modern BDR. Because as I've shown you before, I'm like a goalkeeper. But when I went to like this sports school for kids, but it was in the 90s. And in the 90s, when you're a goalkeeper, you need only to catch a ball. You don't need to use your legs. And if you remember, this old football matches, I don't know, 94 World Cup, for example, yeah, a lot of goalkeepers, they were not even doing the goal kick. There was this defender called libero before the offsides were introduced, and a libero did the goal kick because the goalkeeper couldn't play with the legs. But now, if you see like Liverpool, if you see Manchester City, goalkeeper is like a crucial part of the build-up. And I left this video with the guy who especially our listeners and from Brazil, you may be familiar with. This guy is called Alisson Becker, and he is a goalkeeper of Liverpool. And just, let's take 20 seconds and just watch what he's doing with the legs. And he's a goalkeeper, right? So his technique, he can be a midfielder easily. And I think it's a very good metaphor here, because like 10, 15 years ago, a BDR could just pick up the phone and, oh, I'm so-and-so, do you want to like make an appointment? And that's it. It's like a goalkeeper in the 90s who just needed to catch the ball, okay? But right now, you need to do so much more. And to prove the point, I'll share with you a real job description. Just see, like, okay? I think I think you got the idea. So I want to share with you the job description with the skill set. It's the job description for the BDR, and let's look at it. Can you see the Notion, guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's for the same company that I shared before. It's called DraftMe, and this AI-based thing for the legal department. So this is the vision about the company. Here's the CEO. Oh, and they can relocate you you can work from everywhere you want, but if you want, they can relocate you to Dubai or to Thailand, and they have this, villa in Thailand, and here is your workspace, and there is like a pool, and everything sounds kind of cool, I would say. And this is like a 50K per 50K per year position. So native fluent English, 2 years of experience in a software company and a startup with a focus experience working in a consultative capacity, a strong knowledge of document automation, good personal brand, strong LinkedIn profile. Every company right now will urge you to have a strong personal profile on LinkedIn. And I've seen some of you following me on LinkedIn, and I've seen your profiles, and unfortunately, most of them aren't great. Okay, so the photo is wrong. You don't engage in the comments. You're like a ghost, and you need to work on your LinkedIn profile, because right now it's your like business cards. It's your business card. If you're not on LinkedIn, you just don't exist in the business world. And the first thing that your potential employer will look at when considering you as a potential BDR on the company will be your LinkedIn profile. And that's exactly why we have, like, I believe it's not one, it's 2 modules in our program. These modules they are dedicated to creating your personal brand in LinkedIn. And okay, so advanced level of CRM management skills. Also, we have this covered in our program, but it's crucial. You need to learn either Salesforce or HubSpot. You need to know how to use them. Task management skills, written and verbal communication, strong change management skills, analytical, research. So actually there is, because once again, 15, 20 years ago, or maybe your dad was in sales, for example, yeah, and maybe somebody worked like in a call center where we just need to, oh yeah, hello, how you do? No, modern BDR needs to know LinkedIn, CRM, needs to know how to write in this modern, very punchy, and I share some examples with you on how to write, because it's not easy either. When the company that you're selling to, for example, you're targeting me as a head of legal department, right? And every day I'm getting literally hundreds of cold emails, and your job is to stand. Everybody wants to meet with me, okay? Everybody wants my attention, but as a BDR, you need to write something that will catch my attention, and that's not easy. And if you want, I'll share some examples with you. But here you can see that you need to know a lot. You need to know a lot, because otherwise, once again, everybody would be in tech sales. Okay, so any questions at the moment?
Yes, we have one question that I found in chat about the earnings. Could you please tell us, when you get paid, do you need to pay to an account to your country, or we have to open an account in the US, or an offshore account? How does it work?
There are a lot of also SaaS companies. For example, you can go to deal.com, and this is the company who connects the employer, okay, with their workers in other countries. And this company, this deal.com, they take care of all the, this multi-currency things. So you can be paid on your account in Brazil or Argentina. The employer pays you in US dollars, and he or she pays kind of to deal, and then deal pays to you. Okay, so you don't need to open like an account in US. It's not necessary, because there are a lot of companies that take care of this. Okay, I believe did answer the question.
Hopefully.
If you want, you can. If you want, you can. But if you open an account in US, you kind of need to pay your taxes in the US. Not really. You can open them in New Hampshire or something, but it's kind of it's better. Of course, it's better to have your own local bank account, and this can be dealt with via deal.com or some similar services. And in our course, by the way, we have like this model about how to take care of all the payment stuff. And by the way, I love the question, because the person how do I get paid? I understand it. I can learn this. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, okay, I will be a BDR. How do I get paid? So also, I believe that there is a question that that is worth a discussion. Why would an American company hire a non-American, right? Because the money are good. Okay, so why do I want to hire a guy or a girl from Argentina or Brazil or Peru? And why not an American? I'll tell you why. First, the salaries that we're talking about, they are not great, especially for like expensive cities like New York, for cities like San Francisco, for where like the small apartment will be. I don't know if somebody has been to California, you know what I'm saying. It's like it's very expensive there. Okay, so there are states that are not that expensive, but the quote unquote hot ones, they're really expensive, and $55,000 per year is not a big amount of money there, but it's a big amount of money in Argentina. And speaking about the experience, speaking about the maturity level, for this money we can get a better we can get a better professional. And I'll share you the example that's really dear to my heart. You know, all the you know that a vast majority of the code for Microsoft products, for Tesla, for Airbuses, for Boeings, this code, I mean the software code, is written in Eastern Europe, in countries like Belarus, Ukraine, Romania, because the salaries there are way less. Okay, and that's called outsourcing, software outsourcing, where as a big company, I can't afford to hire engineers from California, because engineer in California can make like $600,000-$700,000 per year easily. For example, if he or she is working in Google, and in Romania or in Bulgaria, you can like look at your maps where these countries are. By the way, in Mexico also, there are a lot of outsourcing companies in Mexico, and the salaries are way less, and we can make our product cheaper. And the same thing with the BDR, it's outsourcing. Yeah, we can hire the people who work in the same time zone, so it will be convenient for our customers, and we can pay like $2,000 or $3,000 per month, and plus bonuses, and this will be a great deal for both parties, because in US, in California, I'm not getting a $3,000 per year BDR in California, okay? Because you won't be able to live in California with this salary, okay? But in Buenos Aires, I would say that it's a good deal, okay? So this is the main reason why we're making this course, because I've been selling this IT outsourcing, the software, the engineers, the programmers. I've been selling them for like my whole professional career for almost 15 years. Okay, but at some point, okay, but maybe we should not only sell engineers. Maybe we can sell BDRs to the same companies that we're selling engineers to, and that's where the idea of this course came. So let me share with you one more. I believe we're close to an hour right now. And here you go. So on the left is a message that wouldn't get a reply, just wouldn't. Although it's a good English, okay? Onboard and analytics for the company name. Hi, Margaret. My name is so-and-so. Knowing that you operate with a SaaS model, okay? It's very basic. And the thing is that with the current, this AI-based thing with ChatGPT, with Google Bard, with Microsoft Bing, and all the AI engines, you can write this kind of message in a second. Yeah, and it wouldn't cost you anything. But the problem is that customers, they instantly that it's not that it was written by a robot. The same thing with the comments and so on. So as a BDR, especially today, in the age of AI, you need to be able to generate those kind of short, punchy emails, because you see, it just like, I don't know how many, 50 words or less. And by the way, it's very important right now. Once again, I always keep telling you on every call, I tell you this thing because it will save you save you a lot of headache. In a modern world, if you write a cold email to somebody, it should fit on a phone screen, because everybody is reading their emails on the phone, and you should be able to write short and punchy messages. And as Winston Churchill once said, yeah, if you want me to have a like hour-long speech, give me 10 minutes to prepare. And if you want me to give like a 5-minute speech, give me a week to prepare, because it's way harder. It's way harder to generate the short short messages. Okay. Also, the thing that separates good BDR from a bad BDR. Good BDR always makes research, because before reaching out to a person, you need to understand what's going on inside the company, what what projects is the person that you're writing to responsible for. Okay, and then you should like cramp all this data into an email. Okay, so here is an example. One of my students, she listened to a podcast by a CEO of the company that she wanted to go after. She wanted to have as a client, and here you can see like 3 or 4 levels of personalization. The CEO, she was from Netherlands, and here is, you know, this phrase in Dutch. Then there is a quote from her interview. Then there is this mentioning of the intro. Oh, I've listened to the interview, and these are my thoughts, and this is how we can be helpful. This is the type of email that converts. This is the type of email that gets a meeting, because it's not like copy paste. I have this screenshot. I get like tens of this like every day. Okay, hi Dan, I'm a professional lead generation contact email. Do you want to have a call? No, I don't, because I'm getting those cookie cutter, like the same messages. I'm getting them like every day, every week, and this has no chance of generating a meeting with me. And I'm not like a CEO of a big company. Okay, I my business is like rather small. Yeah, I'm a consultant, we have a team. Yeah, but I'm not like working in Tesla, for example, as a CMO or a chief sales officer. All right. So I'm like an entrepreneur, and CMO of Tesla. I don't know if it's he or she, but it's like, I don't know, I believe it's like thousands of offers, and in order to stand out from them, you need to get super personalized, and those kind of messages, they don't stand a chance. And if you think that being a BDR means sending like via some automated software, sending like hundreds of those kind of things via your LinkedIn account, you are wrong. Modern BDR personalizes every message, knows how to write short and punchy. And if you see the program of our BDR course, that's exactly what we teach you to do. We're not telling that it's easy. Yeah, that you need to like upload this list of your potential clients and like push a button and everything will be perfect. No, it would not. You need to be able to personalize every message. You need to know how to learn about the product that you're selling, and we have like a whole model about it, because you need to become an industry expert. You need to be good in social selling. You need to work with your network. Yeah, so you need to every day, like this is the exercise that I recommend you start doing like today or maybe tomorrow. If you understand, for example, yeah, the company that I've shown you, it's called Legal Tech. Yeah, so everything has its own tech. It's agrotech. It's something with, you know, agriculture. I don't know, you're growing something. You're making, I don't know, meat, to potatoes, bananas, or something like this, or coffee. Okay, legal tech. It's the segment of companies that work with legal. Okay, that are selling to lawyers. Ed tech, if there is an A in EdTech. It's the company that sells technology that's related to advertising. EdTech with E, educational technology, is the segment of companies that are selling like these educational platforms like Coursera, Skillshare, Masterclass, what have you. Okay, and what I love, once again, I keep saying it on every Zoom call. What I love in the BDR profession is that you can pick your passion. You always wanted to, I know, you wanted to be a lawyer, or you wanted to be to work in advertising. You wanted to be a farmer, for example. I don't know, you grew up on a farm and you wanted to work with land, but you became this, but you still can work in this domain. You can learn about the product that you're really passionate about. So you pick your own adventure, you pick your own domain, and you become an expert in it. So, for example, you decided that you want to go with legal tech, you want to sell legal software, and there are a couple of, I don't think it's a couple of thousands, but I think it's a couple of hundred of companies in US that are selling legal tech, like DraftMe. Okay, and every day add like at least 5 CEOs from those companies to your network. Of course, you should take care of your profile. It should look professional, and we will talk like in depth about it in our course. But you can add like 5 people every day, and which is also very important. You need to know how to comment. You need to know how to engage with the people, because once again, social selling on LinkedIn is not selling, is not sending this. These messages. It's very different. So here is an example for you. This is the one of the I would call it the opinion leaders in my niche, B2B sales, and I wanted to get the person on my podcast. So I left this very thoughtful comment under his post. I read his article, and I added some valuable insight, and then I read him an email, and then I read him, then I tagged him in a post, and then he wrote thanks, and then I got him on the podcast, which you can, by the way, you can watch on YouTube. That's the social selling in 2023. You need to do multi-step. You don't need to sell right away. It's not working. In US, it's not working. You're not adding the person on LinkedIn, and then he or she accepts, and then you're like slapping him or her with the offer. Doesn't work. You'll get banned from LinkedIn forever. You need to be very subtle. You need to be very strategic, and this is exactly the approach that we're sharing with you on our program. I think it's very important for me to share what I also wanted to.
I
What I also
actually constantly have a question from students. Could you please give us some examples of the potential companies that we're going to work with after we complete the course? That's the question that I normally receive. So you could actually provide us, I mean, some probably examples.
actually I've just shown you the example of the company that like is kind of interested in like right now. I mean, right now, with a relocation to Thailand or Dubai, if you're interested. There are a lot. So actually, it's an important thing, because that's for you to decide. Okay, so you can pursue a bigger brand with more stability. Okay, so you can, like, I don't know, go work for Salesforce, for example. That's a lot of stability there, but the career development is not that quick. Or you can go work for a smaller company. There is still a good base salary there. There is still, but actually you will work a little bit more. Maybe you will earn a little bit less, but you can progress very fast. And in a year, you can be an account executive. And it really depends on what you're looking for here. Because maybe you want to apply to like the stability. You want to go to Salesforce, you want to go to SNL or to Miro or something like well-established, this big giant company. And by the way, our job seeking approach works either way. Okay, so you can do this, you can do this. That actually doesn't care. But you need to understand, like, for yourself, what you're looking for, because you may be this young person, like without kids, without a significant other, and you understand that you can work like a bit more in order to achieve like bigger results in a year or two. And this is like option number one. Or you understand that maybe you want to spend more time with your family. Okay, so you want to earn decent income, but you want to work for a respectable company. And for example, if your mother-in-law says, what do you who are you working for? You tell her, oh, I'm working for Salesforce. And I would, oh, Salesforce, yeah, it's very respectable. It's very respectable company, and everybody will, be like, oh, yeah. You're having a good career. But once again, if you're working for a big company, there are some nuances there that kind of slow down your progression on the job. Because the thing is that during the course, you'll choose the industry that you feel like passionate about, and you can choose whatever company that you want. Okay, you'll have like top 5, top 10, top 20 companies that you want to work for, and with the process that will provide you with, you'll land a job. Because, like, you can go to a website. I don't want to be biased here. Just pick a SaaS company that you love, okay, that you like, that you use, maybe that you're a client. Go to their LinkedIn page and go to the job section, and almost inevitably you will find that you're looking for a BDR. I understand that everybody is telling that the economy is bad, layoffs, yada yada yada, but everybody is looking for a BDR. Everybody wants to hire a person who can make appointments, who can like provoke interest in the potential clients and make this calls for account executives, and this will allow company to continue to grow. So that's that's in the nutshell. Yes, so you can target any company that you want. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much, Dan.
Yeah.
So basically, you won't have any limits, and you will be able to choose anything that any path that you like.
So it's not like, we have these 5 companies and you need to go to work for like one of them. Yeah, you can choose. Yeah, of course, we have some partners that will be eager to like to look at you, to make an appointment and to consider you as a BDR. But the thing is that you can choose wherever company you want to work for. Maybe not one, maybe like 5 or 10, as I've mentioned. Like you should have like a short list, for example. And with the process that we provide you, you almost inevitably will land a job as a BDR, because everybody wants a BDR. Once again, if you don't believe me, just go to their website, go to the jobs description, and search for a business development representative. Sometimes they're called sales development representative, which is kind of the same thing. So.
All right, I guess we're about to end right now. So I'm going to ask for the last time. Do anybody else have any questions right now? It's your.
Dan, Roman, I have a question.
Yep, please. Go
right.
ahead.
I don't know if I understand. I don't understand, but do you have partners with that these partners help us to get a job quickly, or?
Okay. I think.
How to what is the how do you guarantee that we're going to get a job?
That's a great question, Francisco. So if you studied the program of the course, okay, you see there is a week-by-week plan, yeah, of what we're doing. So starting from I believe it's week 3 or week 4, you'll start being active on LinkedIn. So I'll just, I'll roadmap the path to getting the job. So you'll start being active on LinkedIn. So you'll take care of your profile. You'll start creating content. You'll start adding the companies that that you want to work for. So this, I believe we have 5 months, yeah. So
Yeah.
in 5 months, if you add like at least 5 people per day, yeah. So you can count for yourself. For 4 months, you're getting at least 5. You're adding at least 5 people per day. So it's like it's 150 times 5. You will get more than 500 executives in your network. Not everybody will accept, but even if it's 50%, you'll still have around 500 people in your network. You'll start being active under the posts, yeah, because we only work with the people that we know, like, and trust. That's, if you think it's only in South America, actually it's everywhere, yeah. So you select the companies, like on the first month, you'll select the companies that you're gonna want to work for after you finish the course. And for the remaining 4 months on the course, every day you will write something to a CEO or a CMO. You will start making connections. You will ask questions. And by the time you finish and you'll have all these certifications, you'll have all the skills, and you'll know how to work with CRM, how to write cold outreach. Oh, just once again, open the program of the course and look for yourself. Yeah. So by the end of the course, you'll just need to like write to the people who are already in your network and say, oh, John, I saw that you have this BDR opening in, I don't know, in Miro, in Asana, in what company you're interested in. I've just finished this BDR Academy course and I know this, and this, maybe just we should talk, and you'll have like 20-30% response rate to this message and you'll get some interviews. That's path number one. And path number two, yes, we have the companies that are like partners, yeah, and that that need some business development representatives and that could hire you. But I don't want to limit you because, for example, maybe you want to work for Asana, right? Or for Monday.com. We don't have Monday.com as a partner yet. We have DraftMe, okay? Or we have Irene, or we have some other companies. You can talk to them, but if you want to work, if you have like this dream working for Salesforce, for example, yeah, you can reach out to them. So no problem with that. Once again, I urge you to go to the landing page and read very carefully. Actually the whole roadmap is like, I think that there is a week by week plan what you're going to do, and starting from week 4 you'll start actually selling. Yeah, you'll start approaching to your potential employers and making connections, and by the end of your work on the course you'll just need to, you know, write, I don't know, 20-30 messages to the companies that you're interested in that have like current openings, and just make meetings and then and then get a job. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it was a really important question that I forgot to.
Yes, I totally agree. So any other questions so far, guys? All right. Seems like no other questions left.
Okay, Roman, do you think we need to do this next week? So maybe I should prepare something new.
I guess so, yes. I mean, that's very helpful.
Let's do it. Not a problem.
So before we finish, I just wanted to thank everybody for joining us, and wanted to highlight that our next class actually starts on June 1st, which is very, very soon. So please don't delay. Just schedule a meeting with me. We'll have a short interview call over the phone, and then I will give you all the details about the program and the course that were highlighted today, and also if you wanted to something to refresh. Thank you very much, Dan, for your presentation, for your insights. That was very interesting for me as well. And I guess we can finish right now.
Okay, thank you, Roman. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, everyone, and see you next week.
Roman, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.